Welcome to Stayf Doodles. I'm Stayf, a Dutch artist, and in this video I'm going to show you an illustration I did of Horus Hippo for a birthday calendar. Give this video a like if you like it. If you haven't already subscribe to my channel. I first start out with little thumbnails. These are the layouts, and then I copy that layout to a new layer and enlarge it. And then on top of the layout or the thumbnail, I start doing the sketches. And I'm using different colors so they're more separate of each other. So this is for a birthday calendar. This is the month of February, and here you see Horus Hippo giving a box of chocolates to his love interest, Horus Hippo. Horus Hippo was created in 1926 by my grandfather, Marinus Hollanders, and he had a studio in Haarlem. It's not the Harlem from New York, but Haarlem, the Netherlands. He created 12 animation shorts, and this is part of a book I'm working on, a graphic novel, which is called World of Whatif, Horus Hippo Returns. And it's a fictional story about the cartoon character. And now I'm doing the inks on top of the sketch I did. And I'm using my own brushes, and this is the Stayf ink set, and I'll leave a link below this video. I want to stay true to the style of the 1920s, the way the characters looked at that time. So I'm first doing the inks on a separate layer, and I just want to keep it a little bit loose. And I also have a temporary font which says February, so that I know that I cannot, draw something underneath it. So that space on the left below needs to be pretty clean. Then I import some of my paper textures, because I've made a brush set, a watercolor set, and I created that several years ago, and it's still available on my Gumroad, and I'll leave a link below this video. I created one brush that I use all the time for my watercolors, and that's the Stayf watercolor round. And when you draw with the brush straight up, you get a fine line, but when you tilt your pencil, you have a larger area you can cover, and it has a lot of dilution to it. And I created the brush so that it mimics what a real watercolor would do on paper. So you need to keep your Apple Pencil on the screen, and when you press harder you get more color. And you can also, when you keep it on the screen and start drawing again, you can dilute the colors as well. So when you let go of the brush, then you get the little rims you get when you paint with real watercolors. Now I just build up the watercolors because they're quite transparent. So I lay down a layer, and then I lay down another layer if I want to have more color. And in this way you get a more analog feel. And now I'm doing the dress of Horus Hippo, and I'm not moving my Apple Pencil from the screen because I need to paint the whole dress to avoid the rims. So This brush, mimics what you're doing with real watercolors. And when you press harder, you get more color. And now I'm going over it again to make the color pop out a little bit more. And the little triangles on the dress, I paint over it. They're going to be white, but I'm going to use another technique I used when I draw on paper with watercolors, is when it's still wet in wet. You can take the real brush, have only water on it, and then tap on the areas. And then you can lift up the color just using a cloth, then tap it on the triangle and then dilute the colors. To achieve the same effect, I'm using the same brush as an eraser, and then when you softly go over it, you can erase it or dilute the color. So in this way you get a more realistic watercolor effect and doing it digital. So I'm just lifting up the colors in the triangles on the dress of Horus Hippo. And this of course takes a lot more time, but I want to have that watercolor feel, that it's, like it's drawn on paper. You can just fill out the colors, but then you lose the effect of the transparency of watercolors. You can read the first chapter of my graphic novel for free, and it's available on Apple Books, and I'll leave a link below this video. It's the first chapter, and there you can read the fictional history of Horus Hippo. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit that notification bell, because each time I upload a new video, you get a notification. Drawing is fun, and practice makes perfect. See you next time. Doodles!